Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap or a possible short recap on Boku no Hero Academia 2nd season, or you can call it My Hero Academia 2 on episode 17. Now, this episode right here was actually pretty cool, not too bad. Although the way I look at it, it looks a little like short in a sense. Nothing much I could really talk about, but possibly what happened towards the end of the episode, and it's going to be very have a very big vital role to play, especially what Stain did in this arc is going to cause a major event that's going to change a lot of things later. And depending on the series alone of the 2nd season, you might get to that certain event, which I hope they don't rush it, because there's only 25 episodes in the 2nd season. I got a feeling depending on where it goes, we might reach that event possibly before the end, but it all depends on how they pace it or how they make it. So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that Stain continues to fight against Todoroki, and eventually Todoroki managed to buy up some time for Ida-kun to recover and move his body again. Of course, Ida does take the blow and hits from Stain's blade and ends up resolving to start all over, but Stain tells Ida that, oh, please, don't make me laugh. You can't change your personality or your appearance that easily. You're just a freaking pathetic person who used your powers for your own selfish desires. You're a freaking cancer to society and should be purged and should be taught a lesson. Although Ida-kun would understand his words, knowing that what he did is not heroic at all, and all he did was focus on his own goals of selfishness to fulfill his own situations, but he's not gonna give up that easily, and says that he's gonna keep going to resolve of starting over as a hero, and Ingenium will die if he does not fix himself. And Stain says that's out of the question then, and he ends up continuing to fight against Ida and Todoroki, and eventually Midoriya ends up moving. Ida does take a bunch of blows and hits and stabs from knives and metals alone from Stain's weaponry or arsenal, and we have to it that we continue to see that Izuku is preparing his final attack along with Ida-kun, but he ends up asking Todoroki to freeze his engines correctly, but this time don't cover the holes, etc. And Ida manages to go up there and deliver a blow to Stain, while Midoriya did the same thing by punching him in the face, while Ida-kun ends up kicking him. And of course there is a scene in between them when it comes to Endeavor and Gran Torino talking to each other. While Endeavor remembers Todoroki went off to go take care of certain business he's been given, he ends up telling Gran Torino to go to this address so you can help out the others. And we have to it that, of course, Endeavor comes in to save the other heroes who are having trouble with this creature known as the Nomu, of course. And he ends up taking care of one, no problem, and ends up going after a flying one. And we see to it that the heroes were given the address by Endeavor himself alone. And they end up going to where Midoriya, Ida, and Todoroki and that hero that's supposed to be killed to the location. And we have to it that eventually they do show up, and Gran Torino scolds Izuku for doing something reckless or something, and we have to it that the other heroes show up and they decide to call the ambulance and cops. But eventually a flying Nomu goes to the location and kidnaps Midoriya, and he goes and Stain ends up managing to lick off the blood of the Nomu. Of course, Endeavor injured it by gouging out its eye with his fiery projectile hit. And we have to it that Stain says that the freaking villains that use their freaking powers idly for their own idiotic purposes, and the fake heroes in the society, they are all the reasons for my purge. And he ends up looking behind and sees Endeavor, and Endeavor was about to attack Stain, and everyone ends up being scared because what Stain says is pretty much I'm gonna have a role to play. He ends up saying all of you freaking folks are fakes, you know that? the word hero must be restored. Someone must be dyed in blood. Come and try and get me. All Might is the only true hero is allowed to kill me. And later on he ends up stopping midway because we get to know that a rib of his ends up piercing his lungs and he lost consciousness. And after making that speech saying that like All Might is a true hero that could kill me and how the word hero must be restored, he ends up making that speech and scared the living hell out of everybody, even Endeavor. They all go like, what the hell is this guy? Even Midoriya was scared even after being saved by Stain, etc. So next episode is gonna have a big major role to play. If anime onlys are watching this like episode, etc., and watching this recap right now, Stain's actions are really gonna have a major event for what's gonna happen later, because like what he did in this arc, especially what he made in that speech, is gonna make an impact on the heroic society of Hero Academia. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm out for Zoro, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo!